Some people are different. They're ambitious, driven, full of ideas that refuse to stay quiet. They see opportunities where others see limits. They dream bigger, think deeper, want more. Maybe that person is you. Maybe you're the one who's always planning something, always imagining a better future. But let me ask you something. What happens when you tell the wrong person your plans? What happens when the people you trust don't see your vision the way you do? If that's something you've ever experienced, then don't skip this, because this story will change the way you share your dreams forever. In a small, growing town where dust hung in the air and opportunities were few, there was a young man named Great. Great didn't have money. He didn't have connections. He didn't even have a clear path. But he had something rare: vision. Every day, people in that town traveled far, miles away, just to buy basic things: food, supplies, essentials, name it. There was no proper supermarket, no place that brought convenience together. And every time Great watched them leave, he thought the same thing. Do people always have to go that far? Why not here? It wasn't just an idea. It became an obsession. He started paying attention to everything: what people bought, what they complained about, what they wished they had. At night, when the world slept, Great stayed awake, drawing plans in a worn-out notebook. A modest supermarket would be a nice idea. It'd be clean, organized, reliable. It wouldn't be just a business, but rather a solution. But dreams like that feel heavy when you carry them alone. So one evening, sitting under a dim streetlight, Great shared his vision with someone he trusted, his friend, Believe. Believe listened closely. Too closely. "That's big," Believe said, smiling. "You really think you can pull that off?" Great laughed softly. "I don't know yet, but I'll figure it out." Believe nodded. "I believe in you." And in that moment, Great felt lighter. He thought he had done the right thing. From that day forward, he worked harder than ever. He took extra shifts, saved every naira he could, denied himself comfort. Step by step, he was getting closer. But something strange began to happen. Believe started asking more questions. "How much have you saved now? Where exactly do you want to build it? What suppliers will you use?" It sounded like interest. So Great answered everything, openly and freely. Weeks passed, then months. Progress was slow but steady, until one morning, everything changed. There was noise in the town, an unusual noise from construction tools. Great followed the sound, his heart pounding, not from excitement, but from something he couldn't explain. And then he saw it. A building rising from the ground, right in the exact location he had once pointed to. Same structure, same concept, same idea. And standing there, giving instructions, was Believe. For a moment, the world went silent. No anger, no words, just stillness. Great walked closer, slowly, as if hoping his eyes were lying. Believe turned, and their eyes met. There it was, not guilt, not shame, just a quiet understanding. Believe spoke first. "I didn't think you were serious," he said, "and I had the opportunity, so I took it." That was it. No apology, no hesitation. Just truth, stripped of loyalty. In that moment, Great felt something break. Not just trust, not just friendship, but a part of his innocence. He walked away in tears and a deep heartbreak without saying a word, because some betrayals don't need a response. Days turned into weeks. The supermarket opened. People flooded in. It was successful. Everything Great had imagined was now real, just not his. For a while, he stopped dreaming, stopped planning, stopped believing. But pain has a way of teaching what comfort never could. And slowly, Great began to understand. The mistake wasn't dreaming. It wasn't trusting. It was speaking too soon, to the wrong person. He realized something most people learn too late. Not everyone who listens supports you, and not everyone who smiles is on your side. So this time, he moved differently. He worked again, quietly. No announcements, no discussions, no unnecessary explanations. When he saved money, no one knew. When he made moves, no one heard. When opportunities came, he protected them. And this time, there were no questions, no doubt, no interference, just progress. Years later, another building rose in that same town, bigger, stronger, more refined because he was the vision carrier. And when it finally opened, people were shocked. Great? When did this happen? Why didn't you tell anyone? He just smiled. He was calm and unbothered. Because now, he understood something they didn't. Silence is not weakness. Silence is protection. Not everything needs an audience. Not every dream needs validation. And not every person deserves access to your plans. Some people want to see you succeed, but never more than them. So protect your peace, move with intention, build in private. Let your results speak so loudly that your words become unnecessary. Because in the end, the most powerful moves in life are made in silence.